Of course, it's the season of giving, and there are so many organizations doing outstanding work. And today we are celebrating those efforts.
That's right. And we are kicking things off with an organization that serves as a bridge between northern and southern animal rescues. CASA Transport will literally go the extra mile to take care of animals in need.
And Laura and Brittany are back. Now, you have a special campaign happening right now.
We do.
CASA to CASA.
Right.
So how does this little guy fit into the organization?
So this little
Or
guy,
big guy, I should say.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So he is actually one of our partner shelters. So we pull from 50 shelters in the state. He's at Metro Animal Care and Control, and we pull from them, meaning we take dogs from them and transport them north. So we brought him because he's a prime example of a dog that's not yet been adopted that could potentially be a transport candidate if not adopted locally.
I love what it stands for, CASA,
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels, Saving Angels. Now, you created this, Laura, after you saw some pretty horrific things because of overcrowding. So talk about the overcrowding that you're seeing here in the state of Tennessee.
It's actually gotten worse, unfortunately, over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, highly adoptable animals are being euthanized for space in local shelters just because there literally are not enough adopters here for the volume of animals. So by transporting them north, we're able to save their lives and get them into loving homes.
That is so cool. So when you say that you're working, with shelters, how many shelters total? are
So
you guys pulling
32
from?
counties in Tennessee.
And it's about 50.
50 shelter partners. So a lot from here to Memphis, mostly West Tennessee. We do a couple in East too, but.
And talk about the transport process. So you're working with these shelters, you pick up the dogs, and then what's next? How are you transporting them?
They come back to our facility where a veterinarian comes and examines them. They get a health certificate so they're able to legally cross state lines. And then we have volunteers who are wonderful and drive them sometimes through the night, drive them hours away to our partner rescues.
Okay, so it takes a lot of money to do that.
Right, this is true.
So we are working on, CASA is, a very special campaign. Explain the need for it.
So we currently operate out of about 1,400 square feet, and we've started operating our spay and neuter clinic more, which means we've about doubled the amount of animals that we help every year out of our small space. So we're looking to probably triple our space, and so we've started a capital campaign to raise money to purchase a new facility.
So obviously a larger space is the goal.
Yes.
What are you
Yeah.
going to do with the larger space?
So it allows us to help more animals and then more comfortably also help more animals
Yeah,
instead of trying to cram them into 1,400 square feet that we're able
because
to
we
more
are
comfortably
operating.
house.
You're right. We are operating the low-cost spay neuter, which we help local shelters and rescues with that. It's hard to access that for a lot of them, and that's what's holding up a lot of adoptions. So we do that multiple times a week as well, plus transport on top of it. So sometimes we might have 100 animals in 1,400 square feet, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of
Yeah.
why you have CASA in the first place is because of overcrowding. And I
Right.
do want to talk about that issue because I personally, before I knew you guys,
Yeah.
I didn't really know about the problem.
Yeah. Sure.
Can you talk about how it's so prevalent and how it very much is a real issue here?
Yeah, I mean, okay. So spay neuter is obviously the root cause of why this is happening. Access to it's hard, and we're trying to combat that issue right now. But also, it is that the shelters are small and underfunded, and there are highly adoptable dogs like this little guy here who would like a home, but may potentially have a risk of euthanasia just for space. Mm-hmm. So Laura discovered years ago just transporting them to a different zip code. He's highly
saves
adoptable.
lives, yeah.
He may have 6 applications in an hour. So I mean, figuring out that link and being that bridge has really, helped us save. We're almost to 7,000 animals in 2.5 years. So yeah.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah.
Brittany, why do you do what you do? Why do you help out with this organization?
Laura, I mean, you can't not want to help her. She's just been doing this a really long time, and she just puts her whole life and heart into it. And seeing dogs like this find homes, it's worth it.
Laura, you're very emotional.
Always.
The dogs always bring it out.
Yeah.
It's hard when you see adoptable dogs and then you maybe don't see them the next week just because they didn't have space. It just doesn't make sense. So, being able to transport animals to our partners in the north has just been amazing, and the partners we work with are so great. And they don't, they'll take any breed, they'll take any size, any medical issue, anything like that. So it's just another way, fix to the problem. But spay neuter is really the problem.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the ultimate solution.
So how can people help out
give us all their money.
All of it. We'll take it all.
All of it. Building. I would say, donate on our website. Look at our website. It has all the information about what we do. Get involved. We obviously would love monetary donations, but we love used towels and sheets. We love people to come and help walk dogs and come look at our surgery days. Help in the recovery room, things like that. So there's lots of ways. You can sponsor a dog that goes on a transport. You could sponsor a whole van to go on a transport.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
So many ways to help out. And I love that you say sometimes it just takes transporting them to another zip code.
Yep.
Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Yes,
All of
thank
us
you
are
guys.
crying.
Oh my God. Waterworks for days.
Thank you so
All of it.
much. Great work. All right, we'll learn more about CASA Transport and how to volunteer and donate. And be sure to check out their amazing rescue stories online. Visit CASATransport.org.